Disowned over a stolen future, now they want me back. I was 18, exactly. When my dad threw my duffel bag onto the driveway, he didn't even look at me. He just pointed at the street and said, "Don't come back until you learn some respect." My crime? I refused to join the family law firm. I wanted to be a chef. To them. That was like spitting on the family name. My mom stood in the doorway, arms crossed, watching me cry. She didn't say a word. Not one word. So I left. For 3 years, I washed dishes in a dive bar. I slept on a mattress I found on the curb. It was L, but I didn't break. I worked my way up from dishwasher to prep cook to sous chef. By 26, I was running my own kitchen in downtown Chicago. I had a life, a fiancé, a purpose. I never heard from them. No birthday cards. No Christmas calls, nothing. Then, last Tuesday, my phone buzzed. A number I hadn't seen in a decade. It was my mom. Her voice was shaking, almost unrecognizable. She asked if we could meet. Just for coffee. Just 10 minutes, she begged. I almost said no. Part of me wanted to scream at her, to tell her I was dead to them, but curiosity is a dangerous thing. So I went. We met at a diner halfway between my place and their old neighborhood. They looked old. My dad, the giant who used to terrify me, looked shrunken in his suit. His hands were trembling as he held his coffee cup. They didn't ask how I was. They didn't ask about my restaurant. My dad just cleared his throat and slid a manila envelope across the table. "We were wrong," he muttered, staring at the Formica table. "Your brother. He didn't pass the bar exam. He's in some trouble." I opened the envelope. It wasn't an apology. It was a foreclosure notice. "He gambled it away," my mom whispered, finally looking at me with teary eyes. The house, the firm, everything. I felt a cold knot in my stomach. "You called me because you want to apologize?" I asked. My dad finally looked up. His eyes weren't filled with regret. They were filled with desperation. "No," he said, his voice cracking. "We called because the bank says the only way we keep the house is if you sign as a guarantor." I laughed. I actually laughed out loud. "You kicked me out for following my dream, and now you want my money to save the legacy that rejected me?" I stood up to leave, grabbing my coat. That's when my mom grabbed my wrist, her grip surprisingly strong. "Wait," she hissed. "There's something else you don't know." She pulled a folded piece of paper from her purse. It was old,